I do not always have the time or the money to go to the salon to do my beauty treatment. So here's how to DIY them so you can be a baddie on a budget too. First things first, let's wash my hair. I'm using this Blake Brown. Look, I got it in my eyes. I'm using this Blake Brown shampoo and deep conditioner. They sent this for me to try and I actually really liked it. It smells very earthy. And I'm gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes while I do my sugar wax. Okay, baddie, if you've never made sugar wax before, I got you. You wanna mix 1 cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and a 1/4 cup of water. And you wanna combine those ingredients in a little pot and then heat it over the stove and stir it until it turns golden brown. To make sure that the sugar doesn't burn, make sure that you continuously stir and then it should look like that. Then you want to let it cool off for about 10 to 15 minutes. I did stick mine in the fridge so that I could hurry up a little faster. I watched this video by A Between on YouTube. Oh my gosh, she's so fire. All of her self-care DIY tutorials, love it. So I'll leave it linked down below. I did go ahead and use a little bit of coconut oil in the bowl so that way the sugar ball didn't stick to the bowl. Next, I'm using flour. Yes, don't judge me, I didn't have any baby powder, but that is to soak up the oils on your armpits. And then you want to apply the sugar wax going against the grain of your hair and then rip it going with it. So you can see I'm applying it there and just ripping it off. So you kind of have to get the hang of it. If it's your first try, definitely keep practicing. I did my armpits and I also did my legs, and then I applied shea butter so I can get that nice smooth feeling. Y'all, my legs were so smooth. Next up, we have the hair. Here's a little preview of what my French boho curls look like. If you want to check out that tutorial, it'll be linked right here. Of course, this is another day, y'all, okay? This would take so long if I did all this in one day. So on this day, I'm using the colors Tea Copper, T530, and 30, and I'm using 4 packs of this free tress hair. They're about $10 each, and this is the only hair I use. I didn't use any extra braiding hair, and I went ahead and prepped my hair on my rack. Then I got straight to work. If you want a step-by-step version that's a little longer, definitely check out the full tutorial. But the gist of it is that I'm adding in my braiding hair. These are knotless braids at the base. And then as I'm braiding down, I'm leaving out some of those boho French curl pieces. And then once I get towards the bottom, I tie a couple of little knots using a small piece of hair, and then I use a dot of nail glue to secure it in place. Okay, so some commonly asked questions. How long did this take? It took me 4 days to do this, y'all. I am not even gonna cap with you, okay? But you can work a little bit faster than I do because I am kind of slow. So if you're planning to do your own DIY beauty maintenance, girl, set the week aside, all right? I got my hair from the beauty supply store, and also is the style heavy? So I will say that this style was about maybe a pound or 2 of weight. So if you do have fine natural hair or sensitive hair like I do myself, definitely tread with caution, all right? Don't be adding too much hair to make it too heavy, but it was definitely super beautiful and super full. I loved the finished product, y'all, okay? This ate down for the fall. It's time to go from crusty to cute by using press-on nails. Yes, I said it, press-on nails. Look how crusty my toes look, y'all. Oh my gosh, please. This is a safe space. I'm starting off by using a pumice to soften my heels, and then I'm going ahead and this is my nail prep that I do before applying it. I use a cuticle pushback tool, and I also use a clipper just to clean up my cuticles and my nails. I'm also using this electric drill to smooth out my nail, but if you don't have one, a nail file will do. Then I am sizing the nails. So for press-on nails, they come with different numbers on the nails, and those numbers will match the size of your actual nail. So go ahead and make sure that they fit, and once they do, you want to make sure that you're applying the glue to your nail and then to the press-on nail, both of those, and then press them together and hold it in place until it is dry. So that is going to be about 30 to 40 seconds. Yes, that's a long time, okay, but trust me, hold it in place. I specifically like these because they have a little tab at the top. I take those off and then I just file down any rough edges. And this is what the finished product looks like. Look at the before and after, okay? Listen. This is literally a salon pedicure in my bathroom. Now let's get into the nails. The nails are going to be the same exact concept. I'm pushing my cuticles back and also using the trimmer just to clean up any dead skin that I have around my nails. I also use my nail drill a little bit to smooth everything out. And then all of a sudden my cat wanted to cuddle. So of course I had to stop. Look at him. Look at him. Kato told me to tell you to hit the like button. So if you're a gym girly, you might have calluses on your hands. I do use the drill to take this time to go ahead and file those down, and then moved on to sizing them. This specific brand, Kiss press-on nails, I have been using them for years, and I just feel like they fit my nail beds so well. You can see the number on the back that says number 7, I think, but it does depend on the size of your nail and what number fits best for you. So to apply them, you're going to be putting the glue on your nail and the press-on nail, and then combining those together. And when you're applying it, I want you to think of it like a screen protector on your phone. When you put those things on, you do not want any air bubbles in them, so you kind of apply them going down at an angle and then like press it into place. So it's the same thing with your press-on nails. And I know that these instructions say hold it down for 10 to 15 seconds, but I got this from Google and that is a lie. Hold it down until it is in place. I then went ahead and filed them, and it was just in time for date night, y'all. So I was able to make it on a date with my man without being crusty dusty. Every girl needs their go-to makeup routine, even if you're a girly who doesn't like to wear makeup, but just learning the skills to do it will truly make you feel like a baddie when you're ready to pop out. So I'm starting off with my eyebrows, y'all. I have like negative eyebrow hairs, all right? So my eyebrows are very sparse, so I do like to go ahead and fill them in. I'm using this brow pen from Anastasia, I don't know how to say it. And then I'm using this spoolie to kind of brush it in and make it a little softer. And then I'm going in and I'm using an eyeshadow palette to fill it in, just to give my brows a bit more color. But if you have more eyebrow hair than me, you might not need to do all this, okay? But if you're a sparse eyebrow girly like myself, hello. I'm also using this ashy blonde color on top. I went to a makeup artist once and she did it and I was like, you ate, girl. So I do that now. I also do my eyebrows before I do my primer. I don't know, I just like doing my makeup in that order. Then I do my concealer and my contour. I don't normally wear foundation, maybe if it's a heavier, more glammed makeup look, but I truly just do prefer concealer and a little bit of contour. This is my absolute favorite concealer. I've been using it for years upon years, but I go ahead and put it in those trouble areas where I have dark marks or under eye bags, and I also apply it underneath my eyebrows so that way it can be very sharp. I'm also using a darker color concealer. You want it to be a couple shades darker than your actual skin tone, so that way it can create those shadows that contour does. The point of contouring is to just give your face a little bit more depth and color and dimension, so that's what I do. I'm also using the lighter version of my favorite concealer to go ahead and make my under eyes a little bit brighter, and then I'm setting everything in place with this Maybelline Fit Me powder with a little of the loose powder on top to soak up any extra oil. So you want to start off using your liquid products, and once everything is set in place, we move on to the dry products. This bronzer by Fenty Beauty is tea, all right? One of my go-to products. Again, I've been using it for literal ages. Listen, the girls have been loving blush recently and I'm loving it. I love blush. So I'm using this NYX Buttermelt blush and I'm applying it in the tops of my cheeks and kind of like blending everything together using a flat brush after. Now for my eyeshadow, I don't normally like to wear a lot of eyeshadow. I've got hooded eyes, all right? So I don't got much eye space to put the shadow in, but I do like to do something very simple just to give that depth to my eyes. Then I'm following up with a little bit of eyeliner. I don't do anything too crazy. I didn't even do a wing either. I just did a simple line. This is gonna make your eyes look a little bit bigger and give it that pop. And then I'm also applying a false lash. I love these lashes. I really don't remember where I got them from. I think it was a beauty supply store, but what you wanna look for is a lash that curls upward if you have an eye shape similar to mine. And of course, we gotta get the lips. I'm using this NYX Espresso lip liner and then following up with the butter gloss on top. Then doing my bottom lashes. This is definitely optional, but I love the way it looks for me. And then finishing it off with a setting spray, y'all. This is the final look. This is like the best that I've done my makeup in like months, okay? So I'm happy you're here to witness this with me. And I also just want to say thank you so much if you made it to the end of the video. If you like this style of video, which it is new for me, let me know down below in the comments, because I truly believe that every person should have the right to be a baddie on a budget. And if boho braids aren't your thing, check out this video I did on mini twists.